Jurassic Park franchise has been around for over 25 years now, and with each new movie comes a whole set of questions, analysis, and of course, fan theories. See some of the crazy ways fans have connected dinosaurs, characters, and even the MCU. Before you watch, click subscribe. You'll join our notification squad and be the first to know of new Screen Rant content.
1, 2...
The first big hybrid. Jurassic World tried to set the stage and up the ante by introducing the Indominus Rex as the first true dinosaur hybrid. Sure, all the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park include some frog DNA, but the Indominus Rex was highlighted for including the DNA of multiple dinosaurs and several other animals. But what if the Indominus Rex was not the first hybrid dinosaur created by Jurassic Park? We need to look at Jurassic Park 3 and the Spinosaurus for our answer. First off, the Spinosaurus is not fully true to form when compared to the real species. Sure, a lot of the other dinosaur designs are off as well, but it seems like the film's Spinosaurus was a mixture of multiple dinosaurs rather than its own creation. Some scientists believe the large fin was actually a flat hump design on the water-dwelling dinosaur. Some lines from Dr. Wu also point to the Spinosaurus as the source of the failed experiment with mixed DNA before the Indominus Rex was developed. When the Spinosaurus didn't exactly meet expectations, the scientists at Jurassic Park went into the next best thing by developing something bigger, badder, and more dangerous than you could imagine.
They put their backs to the woods and see how long they can wait before getting scared.
Escaping the village. People love connecting random movies together, no matter how far-fetched the connections may get. This time around, we have a pair of sisters from Jurassic World connected to a pair of sisters from The Village. In The Village, two of the main characters are Ivory Walker and her sister, Kitty Walker. It just so happens that the two actresses who play those roles happen to play sisters in Jurassic World. Bryce Dallas Howard plays the role of Claire in Jurassic World and Ivory in The Village, while Judy Greer plays Kitty in The Village and Karen in Jurassic World. And here's where the connection comes in. After being trapped in the village and discovering they were actually living in modern times, the two sisters try to return to normal lives. Ivory changes her name to Claire and develops a cold personality because of her traumatic times. Still clinging to the idea of entrapment, she only feels comfortable on the island confines of Jurassic World. As for her blindness in the village, access to modern technology not only reversed her vision problems, but gave her the ability to run in high heels. Sure, the theory is a little far-fetched, but it's fun to imagine the expansion of the village and M. Night's ultimate movie twist.
And tell him to suit up. I'm bringing the party to you.
A connection to the MCU. The MCU has plenty going for it. Multiple superhero movies are all connected to each other, and they only plan on adding more heroes as we enter new phases and get introduced to characters like Captain Marvel. But what if Marvel and Disney decided to add dinosaurs to the mix? If one theory is true, then we already have a connection between Jurassic World and the MCU. The connection involves Chris Pratt and the character he plays in Jurassic World and Guardians of the Galaxy. This wacky theory states Peter Quill and Owen Grady are actually brothers who were either separated at birth or born to multiple mothers. How could this have happened? Just look at Kurt Russell's character Ego, who is revealed to be his father in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Ego was trying to breed as many children as possible to help access the celestial power. The bravery, great action skills, and similar instincts between Grady and Quill has added fuel to the fire on this theory. Could Peter Quill and Owen Grady actually meet up in some crazy crossover? We find it highly unlikely. In truth, the MCU already has a Hulk. No dinos are needed.
Keep absolutely still. This vision's based on movement.
The T-Rex is God. The original Jurassic Park touches on a lot of themes including greed, science, and messing with Mother Nature. Then there's a whole theory which points out the religious connections between Jurassic Park and the Garden of Eden. How does Alan and Ellie relate to Adam and Eve? Let's take a look. After spending years researching dinosaurs in the desert, Alan and Ellie are brought to Jurassic Park, which represents paradise and includes the Garden of Eden. Just like the Bible's gates of paradise, the characters go through the large Jurassic Park gates, entering a whole new world they never dreamed of before. Does this make John Hammond a god? Not exactly. The true god in the story of Jurassic Park is actually the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Once the park guests bite off more than they can chew, the T-Rex is there to deliver them harm for your sins. She eats the lawyer whole, injures Malcolm, and then lets the raptors get the rest of the kills. In the scene where Muldoon is attacked by a raptor, we see a large snake slither by another raptor. The snake is a clear representation of the serpentine temptation. John Hammond pushed his limits too far by creating raptors and causing so much potential danger to Earth. Once all of the details are broken down, the whole theory makes a lot more sense.
Delta! Lock it up. Good!
Dedicated raptors. Before the events of Jurassic World ever took place, Owen Grady spent years and years training the raptors so he would be their alpha. The ruse seemed to work as Owen trained the creatures, knew how they would react, and seems to have a connection with them all, especially Blue. Then things took a sudden turn for worse when the raptors ran into the Indominus Rex and suddenly it appeared like they chose a new alpha, or maybe that's just what Owen assumed. The raptors may have turned back to Owen, but were they looking for his response or were they ready to attack? The 4 raptors have been raised in captivity. They don't even know what another dinosaur looks like. They were probably confused or scared by running into the huge monster. Knowing Owen was still their alpha, they turned to him for their orders, only to have a deadly attack rain on them. The raptors only began attacking other humans when they felt threatened. As showcased by Blue's dedication to Owen in the final battle, Owen was probably always the alpha all along. In Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, we'll see more of their connection and the origin story between the bonded buddies.
Get out the way! No one can stop this plane!
The Spinosaurus security guard. For many people watching Jurassic Park 3, they probably wondered where did the Spinosaurus even come from? The strange question stems from the fact Jurassic Park 3 takes place on the same island as the Lost World Jurassic Park. Isla Sorna is a huge island, but you know the hunters and visitors from the Last World Jurassic Park would have loved to snag a Spinosaurus as a main attraction for Jurassic World San Diego. So if the Spinosaurus wasn't there for the whole journey in the Lost World, how did it get there? One theory speculates the Spinosaurus was put there as security. The whole island was still populated with dinosaurs at the end of the Lost World. Seeing how ordinary citizens already fell victim to the island, the owners of Jurassic Park needed a way to protect people from going there. Enter the Spinosaurus. The massive dinosaur is known for swimming and eating fish. The dinosaur has the ability to roam the outskirts of the island in search of food and water. With such a massive creature near the shore, no one would dare enter the island or they would face the wrath of the Spinosaurus. The same dinosaur was placed on Isla Nublar, but was killed off when Jurassic World was set to open. This is why you can see the huge Spinosaurus fossil during multiple scenes of Jurassic World.
Come on, Daisy, you know how I feel about you, right? I want to be with you.
A Mario connection. Out of all the franchises the world of Jurassic Park could connect to, one of the strangest may be Super Mario Bros. Yet here we are with one of the more convincing fan theories on the whole list. For years, Mario has built on their main game franchise with game releases like Super Mario Bros., Super Mario World, and Super Mario Galaxy. The odd thing is the Jurassic Park franchise followed nearly the exact same naming scheme as the Super Mario franchise. Nintendo also released Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, while the first Jurassic Park sequel was entitled The Lost World Jurassic Park. Nintendo kept things simple with the title Super Mario 3, and so did Jurassic Park 3. You see the theme here? The connection that really helped prove the theory was with the announcement of Jurassic World. What game followed Super Mario 3? Super Mario World. And of course, as Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom is about to hit theaters, we cannot help but notice Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island was the next release from Nintendo. Just look out, because in 10 years we could be pre-ordering our tickets for either Jurassic Galaxy or Jurassic Odyssey.
You feel that?
The Raptor Kid. When Jurassic World was first released in 2015, fans became pretty desperate to find connections between the new film and the original trilogy. Sure, there was Dr. Wu in the old command center, but people tried to dive deep and come up with some crazy theories. One of these theories involved Owen and a young character from the first Jurassic Park. In the film, we meet a young boy who tries insulting some of the dinosaurs before Dr. Grant pulls out his raptor claw and schools him on a raptor attack. Many people theorize the young boy was actually Owen, who grew up to find a love and fascination with dinosaurs. While the theory would have created a fun connection, it has been debunked by multiple parties, including Chris Pratt and the original actor who played the boy. To branch off the same theory, some other crazy suggestions came up, including one where the young boy actually grew up to become Paul Blart Mall Cop. With similar hair color, mannerisms, and actions, the whole Paul Blart theory actually makes a little more sense than the Owen one. We can imagine after the traumatizing experience with Dr. Grant, Paul Blart no longer wanted to spend time outside and dedicated his life to working and living inside of a mall.
You're one of them, aren't you? You're not real.
A non-connection to Westworld. Author Michael Crichton has created some pretty great works over the years. While Jurassic Park may be his best-known book, the author also wrote the book Westworld, which has now been adapted into an HBO series. When you break down the basics of Westworld, a lot of the elements and plot setup fall in line with Jurassic Park. A powerful and money-hungry man creates a modern theme park with more dangers than thrills. Unfortunately for the creators of Westworld, it's clear that Jurassic Park is not a part of their universe. If it were, the park creators would have learned some more lessons along the way. Letting your park subjects take over the park was one of the biggest mistakes and disasters in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Doing the same thing in Westworld clearly showcases they do not exist in tandem with one another. It would have been completely possible for the Westworld characters to know about Jurassic Park as well. The show is filled with numerous pop culture references and especially literary ones like Alice in Wonderland and Shakespeare. It's too bad. A fun crossover with some animatronic dinosaurs could have amped up some of Westworld's great action sequences.
They imprint on the first creature they come in contact with. That helps them to trust me.
No dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. The whole Jurassic Park franchise has given us our view and take on dinosaurs. The designs, sounds, and actions have been influential on more than just the movies. These are the designs kids play with as toys, envision, and almost become facts in our minds. But what if everything we've watched these past 25 years was a complete lie? One of the biggest Jurassic Park theories of all time states the films actually have no dinosaurs in them at all. John Hammond pulled a huge ruse on us with his classic DNA animated video. Science are not actually able to extract dinosaur DNA from amber. Instead, the scientists at Jurassic Park used a variety of gene splicing on current species to create a vision of what they thought the dinosaurs would look like. One of the biggest examples of this comes from the creation of the Velociraptor. The movie's raptors are tall, menacing, and deadly creatures. Real raptor fossils show a much smaller design, and the creatures were probably covered in feathers as opposed to having reptilian skin. To the movie's credit, the raptor feathers weren't discovered until 1998. But if the scientists in Jurassic Park were using legitimate DNA, they wouldn't have needed bone studies to know about the feathers. John Hammond is the ultimate master of illusion, and the films never featured dinosaurs at all.
And now, we can make a baby dinosaur.
Wow! What theory sounds the most realistic? Which one is completely false? Which ones do you want to see in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? Are there any crazy theories that we missed? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to Screen Rant on YouTube so you can stay up to date with our awesome videos. Thanks for watching.